Hello, myself Karanveer Singh, and I'm Red Hat certified, and I have around 6 years of experience in Linux administration, DevOps, and on multiple monitoring technologies and on Windows platform as well. So today I'll start with the tutorials on the Linux basic. I'll cover the things day by day and will post on the YouTube. So I hope you guys will like it. So I'll start. I have divided the course into the chapters. So I'll start it with the chapter 1 and we'll see. So the first chapter is overview and history of the Linux. If you'll see it, so here we will going to study about how Unix came into existence, and we'll understand the basic principles of the Unix. Then we'll learn what is Linux, and we'll also understand about the open source licenses. So if we talk about the history of the Unix, so the first version of the Unix was created in the Bell Labs in around 1969, and it was AT&T license source code, and it was used on the low cost. And there was a term that licenses must get their new operating system. So many Unix flavors came into existence, and one of them was Linux. So who invented the Linux? Unix Torvald was the guy who invented the Linux. But let's study about the Unix principle. So as per the Unix principles, everything is a file. Whatever there in the Unix operating system, you will consider that thing as a file. And you will configure the data. Whatever you will configure, that will be stored in the text format. There will be small single purpose programs, and it will avoid the captive user interface as well. And there you can chain two or multiple tasks together. So here you can chain two or more programs together and you can get the output. Like you can use the pipe sign between two commands, and you can connect those commands and you can get the output. So what is Linux actually? So let's go into the history in order to understand this. When Unix was created, then they created a Minix, that was minimal Unix, a pre-version. They launched it for the pre-usage and in order to understand the need of the users. So when Linux Torvald, when he was studying, he get to know about the Minix. He started working on it. Then he realized that some enhancements are required in the Minix. So he went to the creators of the Unix and the Minix, what they refused his proposal. Then he decided to create his own operating system, and then he created a operating system, a kernel, and he named it Linux. And the Linux means Linux is not Unix. If you'll understand its name, it's for 3 letters, LIN. They represent the name of the Linux Torvald as well, and it also represent the Linux, and UX and represent that it's not Unix. So Linux is not Unix. So then when he created it, then he released it, this kernel, for the feedback purposes, and he shared this with his friends as well for the feedback. So now let's understand about the types of the operating systems available in the Linux flavor. So they are commercial or non-commercial. They are designed for the enterprise users, for the power users, and for the home purposes as well. So it works similarly in the way as Windows operating system works. They follow the same approach for the user's perspective. So it's supported on the multiple types of hardware, the platform specific. It's designed for the server, desktop, the embedded devices. So its general purpose is highly specialized, toward the machine functionalities. So that is all for today. Tomorrow we will study about the Linux architecture and directory structure and about other commands as well. Thank you. Keep watching.